gotten disc golf from a couple buddies of mine that went to my church. They saw they were throwing some frisbees after church and kind of wondered what they were into, and I asked them and they told me it was a sport called disc golf and that it was played just like ball golf. And so I didn't really find much interest into it at the very beginning, but I went and played with them a few times and it hit me pretty strong, and so I just kind of got addicted to it pretty fast, and then playing all the time and then practicing, getting involved in local clubs and figuring out how many disc golfers there were actually around me and where the local clubs were in many of the courses. I started playing competitively around a year after I first started playing, I think in 2010, and started out that summer and played a couple local tournaments here around, and my mom for my birthday bought me my first tournament entry fee and PDGA membership and a pair of disc golfing shoes. So that was my entrance into the sport at the CAC in Charlotte, North Carolina. And from there on, just kind of progressed and slowly became better and better and figuring out different lines and how to approach a shot. And there's many local pros around here with good advice that are always able to help out a new disc golfer and a disc golfing family that supply you with disc and lots of other things. And it was nice to meet all the local people and get involved with them, and then progressively getting better and better, and then played in 2011 at the PDGA Championships in Abilene, Georgia at the USDGC Disc Golf Hall of Fame. It was a lot of fun, and I played pretty solid golf and ended up winning that, and that was a really good tournament. Met a lot of nice people and had a really fun time playing. Hey, I'm Charlie Coleman, PDGA number 44885, and here's a little look in my bag. Starting off with putters. I putt with challengers, soft challengers. They're pretty stable, and I like the soft plastic because it gets a good grip feel with the hands, and my hands tend to dry out some, so I like a disc that's more grippier than your standard D or ESP plastics. Have a couple approach disc, ESP zone. It's really overstable. It's kind of like a drone, step a little bit slower, so it's good for upshots and dependable line. Also got Meteor, which is a good flippy disc for upshots and navigating through the woods. Couple buzzes for, I got a flippy buzz and a stable buzz, pretty much for straight shots in the woods or short shots under 300 feet. Keep a good consistent line. For, let's see, and also got the Focus. It's an upshot putter that I use mostly on an Anheuser line, so it'll float into the basket. Mostly not that stable because this one's pretty beat in, and it's the Ace Race ESP, so it's a little different than the newer line Focus, but it's a good disc. Also got drivers. Let's see. Oh, the drone. That's not the mid-range I have. It's very overstable, and it's very consistent, and whatever line you put it on, chances are it's just going to stay that way, so it's a good disc. And the Hornet, that's my last mid-range, and it's more for like a buzz. It's consistent, consistently hyzer's right. It's not that flippy, so it's more of a hold a hyzer line, a little bit less than a drone, not as stable, so it's good on different shots. For my drivers, on my slow drivers, I have 3 surges, which are I got a FLX, which is a little bit more stable. I got a flippy Nate Dahl Surge ESP and a kind of an older mold Z Surge, which is pretty stable. Also have a Stalker, which is kind of a straighter buzz. It helps me on shots when I don't have to put my whole arm into it. That way I can release with more control. And I have a first run Surge, which is good for long turnover shots. It's pretty flippy and it's a good feeling disc. I also have, for roller and really big turnover shots, Avenger SS ESP plastic. It's really flippy and it's good for rollers through the woods or tight anhyzer lines. And I have a flick. It's for thumbers and a really stable forehand roller. You can release on a good line and it won't turn over and flip out on you. My main driver is my Nukes. I have a big variety this is pretty stable. This is the flippiest, and these two are about the same. They flip up good distance drivers. And this is pretty stable, but a little understable is if you put a lot of torque on the disc, so it'll fly pretty good for you. And that's my bag. Thanks, guys. Outside of disc golf, I work as a networking engineer in Raleigh, North Carolina. Contracting out for a company up there and playing when I can. It's hard with work and other things at home, but I try to make time for disc golf a couple times a week at least, and try to improve my game and try different shots and different areas of what I can move towards, or try to adapt a new shot, or just hanging out with people that are better than me. It always seems to help. I look forward to 2013 as far as season and trying to get out and play. I try to average around 20 tournaments a year, nothing full-time, and I'm not able to tour as of yet, so just to kind of keep it local, and some of the bigger ones when I can get a chance to try to improve more on some shots. I'm predominantly sidearm, so trying to work consistently on my backhand and trying to learn that and where I can apply it in PDGA tournaments and tournaments that I play in to get me a better shot, or always have that diversity in what I need as far as the best shot to get to the basket. And so I guess just progress slowly and just see where disc golf takes me.